I mean, talk about a professional camera setup.
Hey guys, this is Thomas. Welcome to another video. So last year I was supposed to participate in the Paris Marathon. But then, as we all know, 2020 hit and turned this into this. Obviously, I was quite bummed that in the end, all the hours I spent training and preparing for the marathon would be a bit for nothing in the end. Now for this year though, I'm going to be optimistic and hope that the marathon can actually take place as planned on October 17th, 2021. As of today, this would leave me roughly 9 months of preparation for that race. When last year's marathon was cancelled and then confinement hit, laziness also knocked on my door and I kind of stopped running more than 7Ks at a time. So my body really isn't used to running long distances anymore, and basically I have to start my training from scratch again. And that's where we are today. Basically, this video series will portray my progress over the next few months. I'm going to share my training plan with you guys, and I'm going to give you weekly updates on how the runs went, how my body's feeling, and I'll try to give you tips on how you could improve what I've been doing. I'm going to try to film as realistically as possible without fancy washing my content so that you have a realistic picture of what it is like to prepare for a long distance race. In the end, I hope that I can motivate you guys to sign up for a marathon or any other type of race as well. Oh, and like that I can run that marathon. So here we go with my first week of training. The purpose of this and the next 3 to 4 weeks is going to be for my muscles and my bones to get used to the impact of running again. As I have quite a lot of time until the race, I'll try to prepare my body as smoothly as possible so that I can start the intense phase of my training plan with well-prepared lungs and legs. But anyway, let's head into week 1. So I'm starting my training at roughly 77 kilos, which is 170 pounds. I just want to see how my weight progresses throughout the training, if it constantly goes down, if it stays the same, if I even gain weight, just so that I have an overview of how it will develop. Now anyway, as to the first run, I merely ran a 5K at roughly a 5 minute per kilometer speed, so nothing really fast. I was really trying to get especially my calves used to the strain of running again, because I took an extensive break of running over Christmas and I was just not feeling overall too much in shape after Christmas. The first run was basically just to tell my body, hey, it's time to run again, and to get my joints and my muscles used to the efforts. Now, as it was my first run, I was sore afterwards for 2 days, and I was quite surprised by that, because I thought after a 5K already, if I'm this sore, what will be after a 10K or a 15K or a 25K? But that's just the overeager self of me talking. Of course, that needs training and everything. But so anyway, I was sore for quite a while. I had to take 2 days off in between. My second run was only 2 or 3 days later. In the meantime, during those 2 runs, I black rolled a lot. I put some cream on my muscles and joints to relax them, and especially not stretch them, because in my experience, stretching when you're sore just makes everything worse. So I really avoid stretching when I'm sore. I just basically focus on the black roll. Then my second run, it was gorgeous weather. It was really windy and cold, but it was really nice weather, so I was motivated to go out for a run. And my motivation could be seen at the speed that I ran. I ran a bit faster, 10 seconds per kilometer faster, so roughly at a 450 per kilometer speed, which felt great because I was thinking to myself, oh cool, after already the first run, I can see slight improvements, which probably not true, it was just the motivation talking, but still cool to see personally. Bye. My running felt a lot smoother, my lungs didn't hurt so much, and it just really felt great to run. Plus, of course, when the sun is out, it's just really cool to run. Now, for my third run, that was the longest run for this week. It was merely 7.5K or almost an 8K, nothing huge. I was still content with the speed that I was at. I was roughly at a 450 speed again, so that's pretty much the speed that I'm aiming at for the marathon. Again, I felt like I progressed a bit from the second run already. My calves didn't hurt. It was just overall really cool to run. And especially what motivated me after the third run was that the next morning I really didn't feel sore. I black rolled, of course, after I came back from my run, but I really didn't feel sore. My body wasn't aching, so already after merely a week, I really saw a bit of progress, that my body got slowly used to it again. So that, of course, was motivating and made me quite happy. Now, overall, this week I thought was a good running week. The weather was great. I was really motivated to go for runs. So that, of course, helps running. And I'm also content with my performances. I think for the first week, they were acceptable. The thing I would change though, as you can see on my graphics of the run, my speed throughout the run varies quite greatly, be it the first week, the second week, or the third week. At the beginning, I really push my speed, go even up to a 3:20 speed, which I would never be able to hold for longer than, I guess, 2 kilometers. Just because I'm so motivated to be out running, and then afterwards, or shortly afterwards, it drops down to 5:50 or 6-minute speed. So just try to keep an even speed, even if you're motivated at the beginning of your run, try to keep an even speed, because there will come that point in which your muscles get a bit tired and you need that energy later during the run. The other lesson from this week is really black rolling after a run helps greatly. I personally don't have great experience with stretching after a run. I use my black roll, put some cream on, shower off coldly, and that's pretty much it, all I do after a run. Stretching, as I said, was not so much my thing. I felt like it made the soreness worse. So basically the 2 tips of this week from me to you would be keep a steady pace and really black roll at the end of every run. It helps with the soreness that you'll definitely have at the beginning of your training. And if you are not sore, you can train more and progress faster. And I think that's all we want. So guys, that was my first week of training. Overall, I'm pretty content with the result, and I'm especially really looking forward for week 2. If in the next video you want me to talk about something specific, please feel free to leave a comment. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. I hope to see you next time.